Hey everyone, it's John here from MCKAY back with another video. This is going to be about the Oilers, Red Wings, Canucks a little bit too. I didn't put those jerseys in the back, so I've just been working on other stuff. But just to talk about a few things right now, the Vancouver Canucks are signing Alex Chiasson to a PTO. It looks like he'll have a shot to make his way on that fourth line with Tyler Mott out with an injury. And with the Red Wings and the Edmonton Oilers, I'm not going to get into vaccinations and all of that, because people, when you kind of talk about that, it gets crossed over into politics. We're not going to discuss politics on this channel, but it's not politics, but I'm not going to talk about it. So just specifically reporting, Ken Holland, I don't think he did it on purpose, accidentally leaked that Josh Archibald was the unvaccinated player for the Oilers and Tyler Bertuzzi is that player for the Red Wings. And there's a lot of situations going on. So I'm going to, towards the end of this video, put the Ken Holland clip where he went on Oilers Now with Bob Stauffer, and I think this is a scenario where there's going to be complications, there's going to be more restrictions for these players, and I just wanted to talk about it quick and just say that it's going to be an interesting thing to follow. So that's all I'll say. I do think it's really interesting because again, this is more of a hockey reporting story, so I'm just reporting on it. It's going to be very interesting because for the Canadian teams, there's always going to be more restrictions, it seems like, with the Canadian teams. If you're an unvaccinated player in Canada, you're going to miss so many more games than if you were to be unvaccinated for a U.S. team, because think about it, there's only 7 Canadian teams, and we're talking about going to other arenas in the U.S. for the other 25 teams. So not going to be an easy scenario. Definitely let me know what you guys think. But here's the clip from Bob Stauffer on Oilers Now, and he's talking to Ken Holland, and he talks about that scenario and names Josh Archibald. So hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and enjoy the clip and leave your thoughts.
Well, Bob, it's hard for me to handicap what somebody's thinking, but certainly what I've done here, we've talked about Duncan Keith. Duncan, I'll lead this into Josh Archibald. I had a number of conversations over a week ago 10 days ago with Duncan when he was here, and over a few days, and ultimately, I think after he gathered all the information, I think it's like I said today at the press conference, Bob. I believe there were 70 to 90 players in July that were not vaccinated. Right. And Bill Daly said yesterday on the Board of Governors call that it's single digits. So 70 to 90 has turned out to be 5 to 9. And as you've gotten closer to camp and closer to the camp, and as time has gone on, the vast majority of the unvaccinated players in the summertime made a decision, for whatever reason, they've got their own reasons to get vaccinated. And certainly, I think there's a small number of players around the league that are unvaccinated. As we speak right now, we have one of them, and I spent some time with him earlier this week, just kind of walking him through the calendar and all the the things that are going to affect the way he can do his business, so that the player is educated as part of his information to make his own decision. All
right. Well, you did mention Josh Archibald, and we should qualify this by saying Tyler Bertuzzi. Today, Steve Yzerman, who you know quite well, mentioned Tyler Bertuzzi, but it's a different situation for Bertuzzi. The most amount of games he'd miss is 10. Theoretically, if it's Archibald, and you mentioned Archibald, we're looking at, as you said, anywhere from 34 to 40, 38, 39 games. So it's a completely different situation. So
it's much more difficult than being a Canadian team. Obviously, we play. What do we play? 50 more games in Canada.
You play 50 in Canada, 32 in the U.S.